Hi guys, this is Misty from How Creative Creations, the Stick Pony Lady. I'm here today and I'm showing you how I made, or the making of, this pink unicorn stick pony. She's very pretty and she's special. And you'll see why she's special through the making. So here we go. Let's get started. Started out picking my fabric, and then I laid it out and pressed it a little so it's straight. Then I laid my newly drawn and cut out pattern. So new, I have to pause this part here in a minute so I can poke out the eye. It's not a new pattern. I didn't redraw this pattern. I just took the pattern I had and redrew it. See, here I have stopped, put my hand up, and I have grabbed and I'll poke the eye out so I can mark it. And I marked it. I just retraced it on poster board because maybe poster board will last longer than cardstock. We had some extra poster board because my husband is making shields for suit of armor shields for church for our WBS. We're doing Wednesday night Bible school, but we're doing it's like vacation Bible school, but it's all through the year. So I do crafts. So anyways, he needed me to draw a shield, so I drew it out on poster board and cut it out so he could trace them. Kids are going to love doing these. Anyways, so I've got the fabric on the machine and it's doing its thing. We're going to do a light blue eye on this one, and these eyes are again from Choli Nights. They're on Etsy. I recently restarted my Etsy store. Never closed it, I just took everything out of it. So I repopulated it. There's some stuff in there. Figured it'd be a good way with Christmas getting close. So it's under How Creative Creations. Or I tag everything the Stick Pony Lady, so you can find me that way too. I'm not the biggest fan of Etsy, but, you know, times aren't exactly the easiest in the world, so I think everybody's aware of that. I think Christmas is going to be tough all around this year, unless they do another stimulus. Because even though people have gone back to work, they're still playing catch up from all the time they were off. I don't know. It just seems a mess. It didn't really seem like the shutdown did anything except screw up everybody's life. But I'm not going to talk about that. Anyways. So we're doing the little white part at the end, the little light eye, and then we'll do the other eye. Here we go with it. So I really like this pink swirly fabric. Really spoke to me, and the fabric that I use for the horn inside of it, I was to die for. Next week you will see I made a whole unicorn stimmy out of it. I named her Rainbow Sherbet because that's what it looked like to me, is rainbow sherbet colors, and it was so awesome. Oh. Anyways, this one's being shipped to a special little girl. That's right, this one is to be listed. It's being shipped off directly to its forever home. So I'm also finishing up this week on the stays. And I've got stuff to make me a skirt. Of course, I've had it for about 2 months. Maybe I'll get around to making my skirt. I also have some stick ponies to make and some other things to make. So. Have mercy. That's Merlio's in the background, that scratching noise. He goes to the bathroom, he has to scratch for 30 minutes to cover it up. He has to scratch things to cover it up when it's already covered up. I think sometimes he's trying to dig to China. I love that cat, but it gets annoying. So it appears fall is here early. And you know, there's an old saying that says when fall hits early and then you have an Indian summer when fall is supposed to hit, you're going to have a bad winter. Well, fall hit early. And next week, when we're supposed to have the actual set-in of fall, it's supposed to be warmer. You know, Indian summer. Not to mention the grasshoppers have been bad this year. The dog blew her coat early. The sample tree at the end of the road, it's already lost all its leaves. My trees in the yard, their leaves are turning yellow and falling. Here, I'm cutting out. I pinned it and cutting out around so the eyes are matched up. Cut the slit for the ear. Now I think we're in for a hairy winter. Just a hunch. Of course, I've said it before. Been proven wrong, so I'm hoping maybe I'm saying it again this time and I'm being proven wrong. But the weather does seem to be crazy this year. Here I am cutting her ears. And her horn, her unicorn horn. Now, I can't express how much I love this pink on pink and this rainbow sherbet look. Now, I'm in love with this. And I found baby yarn in my stash that's super soft. I made a blanket for Sophie when I was pregnant with her. Out of it, and I have leftover. I bought yarn for an adult blanket thing to make a baby blanket. Yeah, I know. Anyways, I have that. So when I say I recycle things, I recycle. I reuse it. I don't waste. Anyways, so I just love this. I'm stitching the ears. Now I'm pinning them and getting ready to sew them up. This year has just been crazy, guys. That's all there is to it. Crazy weather, crazy viruses, crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm not even going to get into the other stuff. pin the ears so that they have some dimension of their own. Kind of like real horses' ears. Can I stand up? One of these days I'm going to make a stick pony that is made to be like a real horse. I've done some here and there. But I'd do some more. Do the ones with the open mouths like they use in Europe for the hobby horsing rodeos and stuff. Or competitions. That'd be cool to sell some to Europe, huh? Burley! Yeah, I swear. He trying to dig to China. Here I am sewing the ears on. And I will do this twice. Each ear twice. Because I figured the child's going to do it. And then I opened it up and I top stitched over the top of it. So technically the ears are stitched on 3 times. Here I am top stitching. Helps the ears stand up the way I want them better. Morning, Sophie. Oh, she just told me, shh. We are not a morning person. Careful.
Funny?
You just fell into the fridge. That is funny.
Not funny.
Okay, now I am turning the horn right side out and stuffing it. Have y'all ever had to stand up in the middle of the floor to eat your breakfast? I did this morning. I like to eat cottage cheese with a little bit of pineapple in it. I have 6 cats and a dog. Sometimes I think she thinks she's a cat. So here I am. One cat completely ignored me because she's just too old and too crotchety for any of that mess. But 5 of the cats and the dog at my feet. I'm standing up in the middle of the floor because when I was sitting at the bar eating, they tried to climb into my bowl. So I'm standing in the middle of the floor, and the cute little kitten, who we call Gizmo, but when food's involved, she's a gremlin. She climbs me to get to my cottage cheese. It's not safe. I'll have to start eating my cottage cheese in my bedroom with the door locked. That's where the cats aren't allowed to go. Now, this ain't funny. So, just thought y'all might find that a little bit funny that I had to stand in the middle of the dining room floor, away from everything, holding my bowl and my spoon, trying to eat my cottage cheese and pineapple. Why? Because cats. Because my cats are spoiled. And my dog. They think they gotta have what Mom's got. Mom's gotta share her food. Here, I've already cut the hair, and I am stitching it up. I've placed it and stitched it. Or placed it, pinned it, and now I'm stitching it. And I try to remember to remove the pins as I go. especially on thick areas. If you have a pin in a thick area and you stitch over it, that's when you're going to hit it. Around a goozle. And down the neck. And then I'll turn around and do it the other way. I don't know what I was filming here. Oh, you just couldn't see what I was doing. I was turning the casing. I run the casing for the zip tie to hold the head onto the stick to make it stick funny. Now snip the neck, snip the corners. I do this so that it is a smoother turn around the nose and the neck. Careful not to clip stitches when you do that. And then turn her right side out. Look how pretty she is. That yarn, it kind of has a pink tint. It's got pink and purple and blue specks in it. I thought it was perfect. Now we're going to stuff her. And this is the special part, because I know who this one's going to, and I know her situation. I'm writing a special little prayer and put it inside. She won't ever see it. Nobody will ever see it, but it's there. And every time she plays with it, this prayer will go up for her. Yes, and some of my ponies I do this, some I don't. This one was a special one. I'm going to fold it up, and I'm going to stitch it up, stitch it shut. And then I'm going to put it inside the stocking. So then continue stuffing this unicorn. And it takes about 5 good-sized handfuls of stuffing to stick on properly, or at least in my opinion. And that didn't count the horn now. Then you get the stick. And I make a little hole in the stuffing for the stick to go in with my fingers. And I put the stick in and tighten the zip tie. And when I zip the zip tie, I am really pulling, guys. I pull it as tight as possible and I trim it. And she's all done. Isn't she pretty?